from the field, but man, he is just so much fun to watch. 7 made threes on the night.
Yeah, and what's great about him now is with this group, even though the ball movement's been terrific all season, and he's still going to be able to get those easy ones off of that, you know, you're seeing him do a little bit more one-on-one.
Yeah.
You know, when they need a basket sometimes, when the defense kind of raises its level, he still has that innate ability to just create and find angles even against the best of them from a defensive standpoint. He did a terrific job of that tonight, gets the switch in that pick and roll. And he's just so good at being able to get to his spots there. A nice little floater just on the outside of that paint. And then again here, this is just not fair. You know, he understands his matchup. You don't want to help because of how they shoot the three as a team. And he just hits you from He is fun to watch. I tell you what, this Warriors team, they might be the best story of the season thus far. They have been.
For sure.
I mean, Cleveland's rolling, don't get me wrong, but I don't think anybody thought that this Warriors team would be this good. They've been terrific. That's a great win on the road against OKC.
Yeah, I think for my thing is the biggest hindrance of their success in years past has been turnovers. This team, as fast as they're playing, as many threes as they're shooting, 14 turnovers. These guys get this system. They're happy to be in this system, and they have playmakers and guys defensively. You know, I know obviously they scored 116 points.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, hey, you got enough stops to win, so you must be pretty good defensively. And to me, if they can continue that, I think they're going to be even more dangerous as they start to get more and more comfortable with each other.
Yeah, right now, I mean, the Western Conference, when you look at the Western Conference, they're just, it's heavy hitters, especially at the top. And you have the Suns playing really good basketball this year, too. Oklahoma City Thunder, they're continuing to do what they did last season. And then they added big pieces in Hartenstein, Alex Caruso. I mean, if you're in the West and you're looking at the top, you're just thinking,
well,
oh, my gosh.
Not just the top, the middle as well.
Yeah.
I mean, because I really feel like there's probably 6 teams that could come out of the West. Like early in the season, just based on what I've seen, we got a long way to go. But there are a lot of teams, Dallas, OKC, Minnesota, Denver. I mean, this Warriors team's looking good. Sacramento has been really good with the addition of DeRozan. He's running the numbers now. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of
There's
depth.
a lot of math going on in his head right now.
That's a good 6. And we're not even including Memphis. Houston competes.
Yeah.
Right?
I would put Memphis has got a legit chance if they can be healthy. I mean, there's a lot of depth.
Are we over New Orleans?
I'm not
That
over.
was a long
I'm going to put them in maybe.
I don't quite look at them as a contender yet.
Right. But, I mean, it's still a tough team. If they're healthy, which is what everyone's saying, if they're healthy.
They're like, they're like the Sixers of the West.
Oh,
I like
okay.
it.
I like
it.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned healthy. Chet Holmgren, we saw him come down really hard on his hip. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had a tweet after the game, or had a quote after the game. He said, it changed a lot for us defensively, as you could probably tell. On if Chet misses time, all of us have to figure out how to get stops and rebound without Chet Holmgren, if he can't go for a little while. Because when you have a bone contusion like that, I mean, that is a painful thing. How does that change the Thunder's game?
Well, it changes everything. You know, you watch Chet Holmgren play, he reminds me a lot of Anthony Davis. You know, he's one of those guys that impacts all over the floor on both ends because he can score it, pass it, rebound it, defend it. He's a terrific help defender. You know, he does so many things that really kind of cover up and allow other guys to not have to focus on certain elements. And you heard SGA talk about it. With him not being there, already down, Hartenstein, it's going to put a lot of pressure now on that coaching staff to figure out a way, how are we going to rebound? Remember last year, they were one of the worst rebounding teams in the league. Now you take him out and you don't have Hartenstein. It puts a lot of pressure on this group to be able to maintain.
Yeah, you talk about a guy like Mark Daigneault, though. He's like a X's and O's machine. Like, he is so good at seeing that stuff. How does he make the adjustment with his team? Now, no Chet, no Hartenstein.
I think you got to play, you know, they're so aggressive on the ball, going for steals, creating havoc up front because you know you got Chet behind you. Now I think for me, I will start throwing in some zone, keeping guys in front of us, making teams play with the pass, right? And so that way you can match up and get out and create mismatches on the transition so we score more, almost like what Golden State does. And anytime somebody gets the ball in the post, I'm automatically doubling. Make them make extra plays and allow our length and our I don't want to say lack of size, our speed, so that they can still get steals but stay underneath the defense so you can get rebound opportunities.
It's going to be a challenge. Even tonight, a Warriors team not known as a great rebounding team. They had 13 offensive rebounds in a game where they shot 50% from the field and 49 from three. So they didn't have a lot of opportunities, but the ones they did, they took advantage of. And so that speaks to not having Holmgren out there.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how OKC is moving forward. Update.
This is looking like the Warriors of old in terms of their ball movement.
Yeah, for sure.
They're really, really good team right now. 8-2 so far in the season. And then another team that's playing well, maybe a lot of people didn't think that they have enough depth heading into the year, is the Denver Nuggets. But Nikola Jokic is one of the best players in the NBA. 6th triple-double so far of the season.
You know what? We're like, can he do more? And he's like, okay, right? It's just, he's so matter-of-fact. It comes off almost, and it probably is very unselfish and very, he got a lot of self-retrospect or introspect of like who he is and what his team needs. And so he's understanding that this is not going to be the space and shooting team as old, but he's still going to get that dunker spot, right? AG's not there, but Christian Brown is there. Here, he doesn't even jump off the ground, but he gets the fast break going, tries to get a little fancy, but don't worry about it. It's Jamal Murray, who has been playing very well as of late. But right here, he just does what's necessary. He knows that they're dropping down. He's like, you're going to give me 10 seconds to shoot? Done. Splash. Eyeball. Here, what he's most underrated defensively, he gets a lot of deflections.
Welcome back to HoopZone Sport News. Tonight, we're breaking down the Golden State Warriors' strong performance against the Oklahoma City Thunder, with DeAnthony Melton standing out as a key contributor. As the Warriors gear up for a challenging season, finding a reliable fifth starter to accompany Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and the core has been one of their main focuses. Last night, Melton made a compelling case to fill that spot. Some of Jonathan Kuminga's best basketball recently has come since his move to the bench, giving the Warriors a fresh rotation option. Buddy Hield has become a frontrunner for Sixth Man of the Year, while Brandon Podziemski and Moses Moody have embraced critical roles. However, last night, Melton's versatility truly shone through. Despite battling back issues that kept him out of 5 games, he returned with fire and focus, demonstrating his impact on both ends of the floor. Coach Steve Kerr's decision to start Melton seemed validated immediately, as his energy helped the Warriors gain early momentum. His contributions? 19 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and an impressive shooting night from beyond the arc. Melton was relentless, taking on the primary responsibility of guarding OKC's rising star, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He held Shai to just 6 of 17 shooting from the field, a stat that shows his dedication to shutting down the opposition's best offensive player. Coach Kerr said it best, this lineup with Melton brings a balanced two-way presence that has been missing at times. Melton's combination of offensive versatility and defensive discipline is something Kerr and his staff discussed throughout training camp. Melton, who made his mark with the Memphis Grizzlies, has earned a reputation as Mr. Do Something for his impact across multiple stat lines. Last night, his nickname proved more than fitting, as he scored, defended, rebounded, and helped move the ball fluidly on offense. Draymond Green's post-game praise for Melton was almost an endorsement of making his starting role permanent. Green highlighted Melton's ability to handle the ball, spread the floor with his shooting, and take on the toughest defensive assignments. Holding Gilgeous-Alexander, a prolific scorer, to just 24 points while limiting his shooting efficiency speaks volumes about Melton's defensive impact. This wasn't just a good defensive game, it was the type of performance that brings stability to the Warriors lineup. So, should Melton keep his starting role? After watching his performance last night, many fans would say yes. His skill set complements Curry, Green, and Wiggins perfectly, and his defensive hustle sets the tone for the Warriors' play on both ends. With him on the floor, Golden State gains a level of intensity and cohesiveness that could be crucial as they face tougher teams down the stretch. But what do you think, HoopZone Sport News fans? Should DeAnthony Melton be a permanent fixture in the Warriors' starting lineup, or do you think Kerr should rotate the fifth starter based on matchups? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more Warriors content, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.